Hello students, today I am explaining this next problem on share capital, that is problem on refund of application money. In the previous two problem you have seen when there is issue of shares and application money is received, allotment money is received and the call money is received when the issue is fully subscribed. Now refund of application money will be you have to consider it only when the shares issued, this 12,000, and the shares received is, you can come to know that the shares issued are 12,000. We are issuing 12,000 shares and we have received 13,000 applications. That means 1,000 applications are extra. It is called as oversubscribed. Okay, when the applications are more than the shares issued. So when this type of situation is there in the problem, you have to read the full problem, and this 1,000 money on this application money on these shares, you have to return it back to the applicants who have applied for the shares. Okay, so this we are going to see how we have to pass the entries. So I am reading the problem. ABC Company Limited issued, this is important. You have to always read and find out what is this issued word and how many are issued. 12,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each, payable as follows: on application rupees 30, on allotment rupees 40, and first and final call rupees 30. So 30 plus 40 plus 30 is equal to 100. So we have subscribed we have issued the shares at when all the calls are also made. On application rupees 30, on allotment rupees 40, and first call rupees 30. Now go to the next paragraph. Applications were received for received. This word always you have to see. एक issued important word असता आणि received application. How many applications are received? 13,000 shares. So you have to mark these words. See the first line. ABC company issued 12,000 equity shares, and see in this paragraph applications were received for 13,000 shares. The directors decided to reject the application of 1,000 shares. Now which 1,000 shares? As I told you, application 13,000 are received, but we have only 12,000 shares. We cannot issue more than that. So 1,000 extra applications are received. Receiving of application does not mean we have issued shares. So application कितली आम्ही यूज रिसीव करू शकता, पण शेअर्स आम्ही एज पर आमचो इशू हा न्हू, आम्ही कितले इशू केला तितलीच आम्ही तांकां अलाउड करूंक शकता. So we are rejecting this 1,000 which are extra. Those directors have rejected those 1,000 shares and the application money being refunded. The allotment money and the call money was duly received. We have received all the money on allotment and all the money on first and final call. Now this allotment and this call money will be on 12,000 shares because 1,000 shares we have already written. Okay, their applications are rejected and we have to refund it. This explanation of this problem is okay. Now I will show you entries. Okay, now see the journal entries how we are going to write. I am not going to write and show you, already the solution is there, on that only we will understand it. Okay, the first entry always come on receiving of application money. So first entry is bank account to equity share application account, and the amount is 3,90,000. How we got this 3,90,000? It is on how many applications we have received? 13,000 application. And what is the application money? Application money is rupees 30. It is given in the problem. Application money is rupees 30. If you multiply this, it comes to 3,90,000. So this amount we have to write in the amount column. Okay, application 13,000 received झाल्या, 13,000 applicationanचेर आमकां पैसे रिसीव जाला. So that amount will come in the first entry. See here, bank account to equity share application account, the first entry. Now you have to write the next transfer entry. Transfer entry will also be same what we have learned in the previous two problem. Equity share application to equity share capital. Now here you have to be careful while transferring the amount. You have to transfer the amount only of 12,000 shares because the remaining 1,000 we are going to refund. So equity share application to equity share capital, the amount, how to calculate the amount will be 12,000 multiplied by 30. कंपनीक कितली जाय शेअर्स, आमी 12,000 इशू केला, त्या 12,000 शेअर्सांचो आमी ट्रान्सफर करतली शेअर कॅपिटल 3,60,000. ओके, so you have to go, first entry नेतली 13,000, second entry नेतली 12,000. Now what will happen? Now we have to already 3,90,000 आमकां मेळ्ळ्या, आमी ट्रान्सफर केले 3,60,000. 30,000 चड आसा, ते 30,000 चड आसा पळय ते हे रिफंड केल्या, ते आमी रिटर्न करूंक जाय. आनी तेका रिटर्न करतना just the entry we have to reverse and write equity share application account to bank entry, bank account. See the first entry, it is bank account to equity share application account. When we receive the amount, bank is the receiver and the investors are the giver. So equity share application account is a personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. And the third entry portion dala equity share application account debit to bank account. So equity share application account are receiver and to bank account, bank will pay them their amount. So I will just show you amount, what to write. Being application money on 1,000 shares of rupees 30 each refunded. Okay, so what you have to do, that 1,000 shares multiplied by 30 will give you 30,000. Or another way is 3,90,000 minus 3,60,000 will give you 30,000. We have received 3,90,000. Out of that we have transferred 3,60,000. उरलेले 30,000 आम्ही refund करता. Any way you can find the amount. 3,90,000 receive जाल्या आणि 3,60,000 आम्ही ट्रान्सफर केले. उरले कितले 30,000. आणि त्याचे सेम मिनिंग सुद्धा 1,000 multiplied by 30 is 30,000. You get the same answer. Okay. So whenever there is refund, these three entries should come. 1, 2, 3. Refund ना नाल्यार 2 एंट्री येतल्यो, रिफंड आसा नाल्यार 3 एंट्री येतल्यो. सो ऑलवेज एप्लिकेशन 2 एंट्री खंयच्यो सांग, 1 and 2. And whenever there is refund, we have to write the third. The third entry is very easy to remember. First entry हा न्हू, तेची जस्ट ऑपोजिट करप, रिवर्स करप. इक्विटी शेअर एप्लिकेशन टू बँक आणि फर्स्ट एंट्री बँक टू इक्विटी शेअर एप्लिकेशन. Understood up to here? Okay. So we'll see the next fourth entry. Fourth entry is for allotment and I'll read the narration of all three. Being application money of rupees 1,13,000 shares at a rate of 30 each, वो amount मेटलो. Being application money on 12,000 shares at a rate of 30 each transferred to share capital, वो amount मेटलो. And being application money on 1,000 shares of rupees 30 each refunded, वो amount मेटलो. Now what you have to do, students, remember 13,000 शेअर्स आसली, 1,000 रिटर्न केली, उरली कितली आमचे कडेन आसा आतां 12,000. सो नेक्स्ट एंट्री ज्यो आमी बरयतली पळय ते सगळ्यो 12,000च्यो येवंक जाय, 13,000ची न्हू. 13,000ची एकूच येतली स्टार्टींग. ओके. सो इक्विटी शेअर अलॉटमेंट अकाउंट टू इक्विटी शेअर कॅपिटल. How to calculate? This is the due entry. Being allotment money due on 12,000 shares at a rate of 40 each. So if you multiply 12,000 multiply by 40, the answer will come 4,80,000. Okay. Now this amount you have to transfer to bank account. It will be, we are receiving in bank, that is bank account to equity share allotment account, same amount हांगा बरोवप. 12,000 शेअर्सांचेर. Being allotment money received on 12,000 shares at a rate of rupees 40 each. Understood? Again I am repeating. First entry, when there is refund, it will come on for 13,000 shares, second will come for 12,000, and this will come for 1,000. The meaning is 13 minus 12 is equal to 1,000. Then the fourth entry will be for 12,000 shares. This also will be for 12,000 shares. Only thing, you have to multiply the allotment money here and allotment money here. Okay. Now the last is first and final call. Last entry, first and final call. You have to write the name and share capital. Equity share, first and final call account to equity share capital, being first and final call money due on 12,000 shares at the rate of ₹30. Still, if you are confused from where I am taking this money, it is a money which is given in the problem. लायनीन दिता पळय एप्लिकेशन, अलॉटमेंट आणि फर्स्ट कॉल थंयसून घेवंक जाय आणि 12,000 ते इशू केले ते घेवंक जाय. ओके. सो मल्टिप्लाय करून पळोवशात ह्या कॅल्क्युलेटराचेर 12,000 मल्टिप्लाय बाय 30, it is 3,60,000, and same amount bank is going to receive. It is bank account to equity share first and final call account debit. So 3,60,000, 3,60,000. Okay. Now one important thing is, after you write all the entries, you have to do this totaling column without fail. Okay. Grand total or gross total you write. Gross total last line chair, and always there is marks for this total. Okay, understood this? So today you have studied only this entry, refund entry. Otherwise all entries are same as we of the previous. You have to watch the videos. Student, again I am reminding you, watch the videos which I am sending. If you have understood it, delete it. Otherwise you save it somewhere and try to watch it again and again to understand it. Another thing is, learn to use the calculators. Your exams are coming close. First you will have prelims, and then you will have your board exam. You will be not allowed to use your mobiles. Try to use the calculator, very important, otherwise your calculations will be wrong. And if any amount is wrong with one extra zero or one less zero, it is wrong. For the exam, which practice exam, I have seen many of y'all have copied it blindly. 75,000 is there, you are writing 7,500. Their entry is wrong. Okay. Please be careful when you are writing the amount. Thank you. If you have not understood this problem, let me know. I will explain again for the Google Meet which we are going to have.